Hi, Jeff Ludy here. I'm with my beautiful wife,
Sandra.
We are the co-owners of Houston Window Experts. Now, maybe you haven't met Sandra before, but Sandra is an expert in interior design, and I want her on this video because we're about to show you something that's going to blow your mind, and it's really along the design category. I'll talk about the geeky stuff, and you talk about the beauty stuff.
Okay.
How's that? This is Levi Sayre. Levi, thank you so much for being here today.
Absolutely.
He is Vice President of Eurowall. Eurowall is the King Kong, today's King Kong. I mean, you've basically dominated this market now.
Yes.
When it comes to quality, to beauty, and to the sizing, monumental stuff you guys can do. We're going to talk a little bit today about one specific product. Now, if you haven't watched, we have a video where we introduce Eurowall, talk a little bit about the company, and we show you their full line of products. And then we have specific videos about specific products. So if you see something you want to drill down into, we're going to have some more details that you can watch on each one of those. This particular video, we want to talk about the multi-panel sliding door.
Absolutely.
So let's just talk about, first of all, sizes. I mean, look at how big this thing is. And it's all about having more glass and less frame, correct?
Absolutely. So, you know, being in Miami, the first thing you think about in a residential home is the oceanfront view or some kind of view.
Sure, yeah.
And
unless you live in a trailer park.
Exactly, yeah. Then you might want shutters.
You probably don't want this door if you live in a trailer park.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So for us, the objective is whenever we come out with a new product, it's not to replicate what's in the market, it's to push the envelope as many places as we can. So what we did is we did it in two ways. One, like you mentioned, was size. So as speaking of an impact product, this can go 14 foot tall, and we can go up to a 7 foot wide panel.
Just so you know, when we say impact, you know, this is Miami-Dade, Broward County headquarters here.
Absolutely.
We're in Miami. These guys have the worst weather in all of the United States. I mean, it seems like every time you turn around, there's another storm coming through.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to live in a beautiful location like this and you want to look out at a beautiful scene, the last thing you want to see is the hardware of your door, the bulkiness of your door. So the fact that you guys can build a product that's this amazing, that will withstand this kind of category of storms.
Yeah, very resilient.
You're unique.
Yeah.
It is.
You're a unicorn. I think I love that word.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. I mean, the idea is to have our door systems disappear.
Yeah.
And let the view
That's what
speak
I
for
love
itself.
about these two, because I really want this in my house.
Sandra.
Our house, sorry. Our house,
It's our house. Sandra, point that out for the camera.
Like, this is incredible. Like, remind me what this is called?
The interlock, yeah.
The interlock is so narrow. I love it. It's not big and bulky.
What's the dimension on this?
So that is 15/16. So typically what you're going to see on a
just
slide
call it
door.
an inch.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's 63 64ths.
If we can get under an inch, we're saying we're under an inch.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, most doors interlocks are going to be this 4 inches,
Yeah.
5 inches.
It's very cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
I mean, so that would be like windstorm. Well, I mean, to give all the benefit of the doubt, you can get doors like this that aren't as wide in a non-impact,
Yes, absolutely.
But they're still going to be 2.5 or 3 inches,
Absolutely.
right? I mean, that's what I see mostly out there.
Yes, absolutely.
It's the narrowest I've seen.
So if I had a 16-foot door, and in the competitor's brand, I had 15 feet and 8 inches of glass on a 16-foot door, on this I'm going to have 15 feet and 10 inches of glass, right? Because I'm saving space here.
So very little obstruction.
Yeah, and the other benefit is because we have such a wide capacity, you know, you might get away with 4 panels with another competitor. With us, we can go 3, maybe even 2 panels. So again, it's not just the interlock, it's the size capacity.
Okay, so now you've really got me excited. So you're saying if I had, say, a 16-foot door opening, and with another company, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 panels.
Right.
Not only are those panels going to be 2.5 times this wide, I'm going to have an extra one in there.
You're going to have an extra line.
So not only did I save, let's say, 4 inches of glass, I also saved another 2.5 or 3 inches because I have one less vertical interruption.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so I do have a question.
Okay, all right.
Just thinking interior design. Do these come in other colors?
They do. So we have 4 standards that we come in stock, that we stock all the time. It's black, bronze, white, and clear anodized.
Okay.
If you have something designer you're trying to say match with an interior design like you might want to do, we can do custom colors all day long. UC number matches, RAL number matches, do that all the time.
Wow, I like that.
I noticed
like
on this
that a lot.
door, what you did was pretty cool. You've got, this is black, correct?
Yes, correct.
You have a black door, but you have a aluminum clear
Yes.
finish on the threshold. And explain why that would be.
So a lot of times, if you've got, a light colored tile or a marble floor that you want to match, if you've got a black frame that matches your panel, it might look a little jarring to have that when the doors are in the open position. So it's just a
Less
smoother
interruption.
Less interruption.
Yeah, and
That's
also,
nice.
and by the way, I can open this door from either end. I can do it there, I can do it here. But also, this is of course your showroom sample.
Yes.
So it's sitting on the floor. But in an actual typical application where we're having flooring come up to it, and I'm gonna just steal one of your parts to illustrate this, okay? If I had flooring coming up to this door, it's even gonna be like, I can do it like right there,
Yeah,
can't I?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I could have this really flush transition here between the inside and outside, and this cavity in here, I could do the same thing, correct?
Absolutely.
I could go ahead and fill this cavity.
You could create nearly a flush transition from your interior to your exterior, because you could also bring your outside flooring to this
Right up to
point,
here.
interior right here, and like you said, an infill in between there.
That's so cool. I love it.
This is just beautiful.
I love it.
So really all I'm gonna see is this spot
That's
right
it.
here. And
That's
if I
it.
have a light colored floor, then I'm using a light colored
It virtually
transition.
diffuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had a dark wood floor, then maybe I would want to go
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
the darker.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the
You have
fact
that option,
the fact
you
that I don't just have to order something out of a box and live with it.
That's the thing too that makes us unique is we are a custom shop. So if you've got a door that's 102 5/8, we'll make a door that's 102 5/8.
Nice.
Or 63, 64.
Or 15 16ths.
Jeff, you also should mention too that, and even these, the hardware
Yes,
can be custom.
absolutely.
Okay.
So we start as a standard 12 inches.
Yeah.
And the ladder pulls can go all the way up to 72 inches.
Ah, that's cool. That'd be
Different
really
colors,
cool.
different sizes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also have like a flush. Don't you have like a flush handle as well if
Yes.
I wanted it? Okay.
So what I also love too is like I was really surprised at how like smooth and easy this.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
Perfect transition.
nice.
Okay, great segue.
Yes, absolutely.
This is the roller system that's down here in that track, right in the bottom panel, and it rolls.
Exactly.
And a little close up for you. This is a Kevlar nylon hybrid
You got it.
polymer organic
Oh wow.
gluten-free.
So many things.
So what's great about this is it supports a lot of weight, right? Tell us about that.
So we can only build our panels up to 800 pounds.
Okay.
These wheelbases can support 660 pounds each wheel.
Oh.
And there's 2 per panel.
Okay.
So more than enough than you're gonna need for the panel size.
So you can support 1,320 pounds, but you're not going to go over 800 pounds anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we're never stressing the system.
Never.
I mean, this is like having a car that can go 200 miles an hour in a school zone.
Exactly.
You shouldn't.
That's exactly right.
You won't need
I've
to.
not done that. I haven't done that. I'm just, this is a hypothetical thing.
Exactly right.
So this is the track, like we saw here, a little different, or no, it's the same track. Yeah.
Yeah, so in this what makes it unique too. A lot of other sliding doors, the wheelbase will actually grab around the edge of the track in order to support that weight. But you can see with our system, it's that narrow point of contact. In that narrow point of contact, there's no wasted energy, there's no wasted action, and that's what allows that transition down the track so easy.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then explain this right here. I know what it is, but tell our audience.
Yeah, absolutely. So the entire frame for the sliding door system has a polyamide brake. And what that does is this makes this a thermally broken product. So the idea behind that is if you have a cool interior and a hot exterior or vice versa, this acts as a dampener between those 2 energy transferences. So you don't have condensation, better energy bills, etc.
So like if I was up north and I had one of these and the cold was transferring through,
You got it.
You could lick the aluminum and your tongue would stick.
It's
but
not going to be like
it's not going to happen.
Exactly.
So some companies call, this is called a thermal break, but some people call this thermally improved aluminum because, typical aluminum, like aluminum from back in the day, right? Grandpa's aluminum is not like this.
No.
So this, aluminum's never going to get, or I say never, at least to this point, has not gotten to the super high level of efficiency like you would get, say, even out of vinyl
Right.
or out of a fiberglass product. but it's darn near close.
It's very competitive.
It's very competitive in that way. And so what you trade off for just a little fraction of efficiency on energy, you're going to make up for in structural integrity, durability,
longevity.
The longevity. This stuff is impervious to weather, and it just really holds. I mean, of course, you got to clean it and stuff, but it's really going to hold up well. In fact, you're in a salt environment here. I mean, you've got lots of salt in it.
So Miami-Dade, like you said, it's the most caustic environment in the entire U.S. So the testing requirements to make products for this environment are rigorous. We have to do salt spray testing. We have to do impact. We have to do UV, water infiltration, air infiltration. So we can't use plastic parts. We can't use a cheap grade stainless steel. It has to be of the highest grade, even our finishes.
Nice.
So in a way, the advantage to a client is that even if you don't live in a caustic environment, you're getting something that's designed to way outperform a traditional normal environment.
Your analogy of a sports car in a school zone is exactly applicable. That's exactly what this application would be. Yes.
Okay, so we got to stop for just a minute. I'm hearing, and if you're not hearing this, you're ignorant. No, I'm kidding. I'm hearing that this is not for everyone. I mean, who's a Eurowall client?
Yeah, so Eurowall client, I mean, this is not for a spec home or a track home. I mean, this is a high-end product. Think of this like an investment. It's an investment on the back of your home that could be a significant part of your home construction budget. So that is something to keep in mind.
And I would say too that you're looking at someone in a market like this that probably appreciates the finer things. There's quality you see, and then there's quality you don't see.
Right.
Like this thing is concealed, but it's still quality.
Exactly.
Because lesser makers would have skimped here, and how would you know by looking at it?
There's a flip side to that in that other companies, you get lured in with the base price. And then by the time you come out of it, you have an upgrade on the finishes, an upgrade on the wheel set, an upgrade on the handles. There's no upgrade package with us.
You're already starting up there.
We do everything to the highest level possible. Again, for the client base, but also for the environment.
Man, you're talking my language, because we get people all the time that say, I got a quote for the same thing and it was 20% less. And we're like, do you mind take the price off and kind of look at it? And you look at it and all of a sudden you find out they're using 1/8 inch glass instead of 3/16 inch glass. They're using 2 coats of low E instead of 3. It's really not the same, And most people have never bought windows or doors before in their life, right? I mean, they just came with their house. So you're poor at shopping. You don't really understand.
The education part is tremendous. I mean, just even getting into glass alone, you could spend an entire day just trying to wrap your head around glass.
How do you like that, Sandra?
I love this. I'm so excited about this, actually. I'm just so excited about it.
So tell us what it does.
Yeah, so essentially what we have is the look of wood, but the performance of aluminum. So on exterior applications, when a homeowner wants to have the look of wood, this is the product that we use, and it's a faux wood grain finish. And this actually is an AMA 2604 finish. So even that, you're still getting what the other guys consider their gold standard of a finish. It's still this with the faux grain finish.
Right. Great segue into the finishes, the quality of finishes.
Yeah, this looks real.
This is In
it's
fact,
incredible.
Somewhere,
Yeah, it's
we'll
absolutely
cut to it.
incredible.
Look at see that door? That's a pivot door. We've got a video about that. But look at how that looks like wood, but it's not.
Exactly.
Terrific. So we can get the wood on the inside. We should show them that. This is a wood interior on this door. And you could have that wood simulated, or you could just have the anodized finish or the powder coat finish. And this allows you to stain or to paint. If you said, your interior designer says, you're not just getting an ugly door, we're gonna need to paint that door. Well, here you go.
Great, it is a great way to create either a natural wood interior or a two-tone finish, like you said, with a white exterior and a black interior.
Right.
The choices are limitless.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so I have a structural observation. Where did we put that interlock?
The interlock, that is a good question.
Oh,
right here.
No, that's not it. Yeah, grab that. I want to show them this because, the question people are going to have is, how can these guys get a 15/16 interlock meeting rail and still pass impact ratings? And here's how they can do it. Yes, that is not a CGI graphic. No Photoshop here. No. This thing's huge. Yes. I mean, most people's aluminum is going to be a third less
Yes.
or half this strong.
Absolutely.
So that's how you achieve this strength.
When we took this to a test lab, they shoot 2x4s at 100 miles an hour at the glass,
Yeah.
the panel frame, and then the frame itself.
Yeah.
They then take a negative positive pressure, which basically sucks the air.
Like a
simulates-
hurricane would do.
Like a hurricane category 5. We had almost zero deflection because of the strength in that aluminum. Yes.
Okay, so you didn't point this out to me, but this is my observation, guys. Let me tell you how smart these guys are, right? Like stand right here if you don't mind, because I want you to see something. So see how narrow that is? Okay. Most window companies, we just covered this, they're going to be wider here. Okay. So the way they thought was we could go wide or we could go deep. So I want to show you what I mean by deep. Here, you've got about, look down the side here. See how deep that is? That's more like 4 inches. Now, their competitors aren't as deep. They're probably more like 2.5 inches. So this is deeper here. And this is not a negative, by the way. I'm just pointing it out like how they got there. And then this is also deeper here. See how both of these panels are deeper. So instead of going wide for strength,
Exactly.
I said, let's go deep for strength.
Yeah.
It's just genius. It's like
Yeah.
you really took the same concept,
Right.
but you gave it a 90-degree turn, or would that be 45? That'd be 90, thank you. He's the engineer, I'm not. A 90-degree turn so we could have less this way, which
Yeah.
is fewer visual interruptions,
Exactly.
Right.
and still achieve this kind of strength.
Exactly.
Isn't it crazy?
gorgeous.
Hey, Sandra, have
And
you
you-
tried operating the door?
Yes, I have. And you can do grids on these?
Yeah,
also,
so
or
if you
no?
want to do SDLs, we can do custom grids. The pattern is up to you. We've got some standard choices to choose from, or customize it yourself.
So one observation on that, this is pretty tight clearance right here.
Exactly.
So you can't go on this door. You have other doors you can do, but on this door you can't have much projection on
You're
it.
not going to have a raised profile like an OG or a putty glaze. You're going to have a flat bar.
Flat
SDL.
bar.
Yes.
And I mean, you offer as a standard, you keep it in stock. Did you say it's a 1 inch?
Yeah, 1 inch, and then we can do custom sizes and depths depending on what the project calls for.
So if you needed for some reason to match, say, some other component or other feature on the home,
Absolutely.
if you needed 12 inches, we could do 12 inches.
Absolutely.
That's not an issue. Okay.
I think
Sandra,
that's so exciting.
check out this multi-point lock system
Love it.
here.
Yeah.
Ask
5.
Levi to point that out to you.
Yeah. So what we have is, we call these the catches, which is on the jam side. Then on the interior side, we have a series of pawls. And what happens is as the door opens and closes, it will raise and lowers these pawls. So as we close the door, I'll do it kind of slow here for you. You see the pawl will come up to the catch. And that sinks those pawls into the catches.
Okay. So we're not talking about one little lock.
No.
This is not a Home Depot lock.
No, this
thing.
is not a
Okay.
single latch.
This is, I mean, this is what Oprah's got on her front door, probably,
No,
right?
that's exactly right.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I mean, 6 connection points, five locks,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
6 points of connection here. And of course, this is probably because of your windstorm requirements, right?
Windstorm requirements, but I mean, now it makes it more secure door
Secure,
against
yeah.
other things, not just hurricanes. Yeah.
And if we did want, because we don't need it in Houston unless you're on the coast, we don't need to have impact rated glass.
No, absolutely not.
So we don't have to do that. There would be no reason to do it unless it was like, if you were thinking, oh, I'd love additional protection, or I'd
Exactly.
love additional security.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to break into this laminated glass. I mean, if you can throw a 2x4 at it at 100 miles an hour, the goal here is to slow the guy down and let him go to the neighbor's house and break in, right?
I think you'd hear a lot of ruckus before someone
Yeah.
got to the entrance.
I'd love to see like a hidden camera of a guy trying to break into one of these doors.
It'd be on the blooper video for sure.
It would be, yeah, that'd be really pretty cool. I love it.
It's awesome.
So when you think about a door like this, it's almost limitless on sizes.
Yes.
Almost. And it's limitless with color options.
Yeah.
And you can do 2 tones. And you have custom handles.
Yes.
And you have multi-point locks.
Yes.
And you have, we didn't talk about it. What kind of wind and
So the
water
sill,
rating?
yeah, the sill, I mean, out the gate, it's a 10.5 PSF water rating.
And what does that mean?
So essentially what that means is you can have up to 65 mile an hour driving winds and you're not gonna have any water infiltration at all in low grade hurricane type forces.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And so you've got that going for you.
Yes.
And then you've got this really heavy gauge structural integrity here in the middle. You have the narrowest
Narrow sight
profiles.
line.
Now, there are a couple of brands out there that can do that,
They can,
right?
yes.
And they're about, what, 8 times the cost?
8 times the cost. Absolutely. We've priced them out so we know exactly how much they cost. Yes.
Yeah, 8 times the cost.
Yeah.
So in some ways, we could say this is a value product.
Absolutely.
I mean, for what you're getting,
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, for what it does in the marketplace, like you said, it hits so many factors with a flush throughput for your floors, the interlocks, the size capacity. There's a couple companies that might be able to do 1 or 2, but to find a Swiss Army that can do all of it, not going to find it.
Yeah.
I do wish people could put their hands on it though, because
It just feels so good.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
This feels to me like I've never owned a Rolls Royce, but I did close the door on one time. And oh my gosh, this has got to be, well, you know, in your luxury market segment, people expect this.
Yeah.
They do. And in fact, I mean, because like I said, this is an investment, we have people that will fly in just to check these doors out, because if you're spending that kind of money, you need to be able to kick the tires.
Yeah.
And once they do, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you why we're here. We had a product line that was considered the King Kong gorilla of this type of product. And we were just feeling like, in some ways, it let us down when it came to some of the needs of our clients. So we started exploring other options. And I ran into Levi, actually through another window and door dealer, a friend of mine. And he said, you've got to check these guys out. So I called Levi and we talked on the phone and we did a Zoom call.
Yep.
And he sent me some stuff and I thought, okay, this really sounds incredible. We have got to see it in person, because we're not going to bring a product into our showroom and begin touting it until we ourselves feel good about it.
Absolutely.
And coming here today and spending time here today with Levi and looking at this product, I can tell you, it is everything they claim it is, and then
and more.
and
Yeah.
more. And I am really impressed with it. So impressed that we've been talking about what, honey?
Putting it in our own house.
Yeah. We have
Very
a
excited.
spot. We have a spot. In fact, we should make a whole video
I
about
know.
that progression when
I
we do
was
it.
thinking about that.
Yeah, we have a spot in the back of our house where we look out to the pool, and it's just really beautiful. But the previous owners who built it were thinking about cost savings, I think, and they just put some small doors all stacked with, now we got sheetrock and we've got brick between them, and I mean, we want
We could open it up, and
we want to
this
blow
would be-
that open.
This would be
because
perfect.
it will improve the resale value.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of our home.
It's an investment that returns its equity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, this is exciting.
So I think we've kind of covered the whole series here.
Absolutely.
It's available in multi-panel slides. It's available where you can fix the other panels and then just one slides.
Postless corner configurations.
We can do corners coming
Yeah,
together.
that's very cool.
Is this the kind of thing I could even use on a countertop, like a bar height,
Absolutely,
if I wanted
yeah.
to have like a pass-through or
there's
something?
some-
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Well, thanks for watching this. You can check out more about this on our website, or you can also go to euro-wall.com. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And take a look at what you see on there. Lots of great beauty shots of this stuff. Don't be intimidated by this conversation we had today. It may be affordable enough that you could actually buy it. It is not for everyone, and I'm not trying to scare you away from it. Call us, let's talk about it. If this isn't the option for you, it doesn't fit the budget, obviously Houston Window Experts, right? We are the CarMax of windows and doors. We have a lot of choices, but I really thought it'd be important for you to get to know Levi, his role with the company, and just the quality of what they do and how beautiful these doors are. Closing remarks?
I love it. I'm so excited.
Okay, so thumbs up?
Yes, two
All right.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up?
Hey,
You good?
She gives a thumbs up. I'm all thumbs up. That's perfect.
Levi, thank you so
Thank you.
much. I appreciate the
Yes,
time.
sir.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like button. That lets YouTube know that people like this video, and then they'll show it to more people so we can help these guys build a brand. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.